Hey everybody, just a quick update for you today. First of all, thanks for filling out that survey I sent out the other day. It's been really helpful in kind of seeing where you're at and what you're thinking as we consider what it might look like to take slow, patient steps towards meeting together. Again, your input is so valid and so needed, so thank you for doing that. I wanted to remind you that the way we're moving forward is with serious prayer and patience. That means this Sunday, nothing's changing. You'll still be worshiping in your living room with your live stream that we'll be providing for you. And we want to be very, very careful in rushing into anything as far as meeting together goes. Just because the government says that it's legal, it doesn't mean we necessarily should do it just yet. We're being very careful to monitor numbers more than anything else, and to kind of build up slowly. So we'll have a better plan, a more clear plan that we'll be releasing to you next week as to what that looks like. But I just want you to know that we're taking this really one day at a time, and we don't want to rush into anything. I also want to invite you to join us tomorrow, Thursday, for a day of prayer and fasting. Your pastors will be fasting from breakfast and lunch, and then breaking their fast at dinner in order to pray for you, to pray for our church in this time. That as we consider what next steps might look like for the month of May and onward, we're praying for clarity, that God would reveal what is best and good for us. And we're also praying for charity, that even in the midst of differing opinions, when some of us thinking that we should come back as soon as possible now that it's available, that option, and some of us thinking that we should be very, very cautious, that we're praying for charity, that we can love one another, give one another the benefit of the doubt, recognizing that the Spirit is working in each of us to mold us into the image of Christ. And so that means each of our opinions is valid on this point. And so we want to wisely and charitably love one another and promote unity that's not centralized on our opinion on this topic, but rather centralized on our identity in Christ and the good news that we have in Christ. So that's our prayer, and we ask, maybe consider us at least praying or possibly joining us to fast tomorrow as we seek clarity on these things. And next week we'll have a better update for you as to what that could look like. But we're working hard even now to monitor numbers and come up with a plan that we think will be best for everyone. We love you. We know that everyone are in different places on this, and so we recognize that, and we just hope to see you soon in some context, to be able to preach the gospel to you clearly, while also caring for our neighbors, caring for one another, and those who are most vulnerable or susceptible to this virus. So keep going, keep pressing in church. May be another month of kind of weirdness as we figure things out, but God is still working. He's still building His church. We love you. We're praying for you. And my prayer today is that you have a great day. You see Jesus magnified and made big in your life. Thanks, church.